What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Big Fight Fuel channel. It is Fins Up Friday for fellow Miami Dolphin fans as we are preparing for a Week 12 matchup against the New England Patriots. It's at Hard Rock Stadium, and the last time the Miami Dolphins played the New England Patriots, it was a totally different game. I had not missed a Dolphins game in 5 years. And the first time around, I was not able to watch the game live. I was at the Phillies National League NLDS game against the Mets. And the Dolphins, they ended up winning that game 15-10 over the New England Patriots. That game was totally different, though. That game had Tyler Huntley and Jacoby Brissett, and it was a terrible game. It was very low scoring, and the Dolphins won that game 15-10. I'm expecting a totally different game this weekend from both teams. The Dolphins, they are putting up points on offense ever since Tua Tagovailoa has came back. When they didn't have Tua, they were struggling to score 10 points. 10. That's it. Now with Tua back, they're scoring 27, 27, 23, 34. And with the Patriots side of things, with Drake May, you look at his season, the first game he played against Houston, they got blown out, but Drake May played good. Besides a couple turnovers. They played Jacksonville, Drake May played all right. Then they played the Jets, and that was probably Drake May's best game of the season so far. Then they go to Week 9, and they lose to the Titans. I don't really think he played that good in that game. They play the Bears. They dominated that game on defense. They got 9 sacks on Caleb Williams. So they are very much capable of getting home to the quarterback. And Drake May did what he had to do to win that game. And last week, I thought he played good against the Rams outside of that game-losing interception, of course. So the Patriots are a totally different team with Drake May at under center compared to Jacoby Brissett. And I'm expecting more of a higher scoring game, but we're going to talk about both sides of the ball for the Miami Dolphins going up against the New England Patriots. I hope everybody has had a great week this week. I'm done my work week. It feels good to be done the week. And now we are here. The weekend is here. We have we got college football over the weekend. We have AEW Full Gear tomorrow night. I will be reviewing the show right after it is over. I'll be right back here on the Big Fight Fuel channel, and we will be talking over the AEW Full Gear pay-per-view. And then the same day, I guess, in of just a few hours, we'll be going over the post-game recap for the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. So a busy weekend here on the Big Fight Fuel channel. It's going to be a busy week for sure with this game, and then next weekend the Dolphins play on Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, against the Green Bay Packers. And we will have all the coverage for that game here on the Big Fight Fuel channel. We will be doing a video on Monday. Tuesday, we are going to be doing a preview. So Tuesday night is the preview here on the Big Fight Fuel channel for Dolphins Packers. Thanksgiving night. It could end up being first of all, the Dolphins have to take care of business against the Patriots. Then we'll talk about the Packers. Then that'll be a huge game Thursday night against the Packers that the Dolphins have to win. And if that happens, if the Dolphins beat the Patriots this weekend, we'll talk a little bit about that game on Sunday for the post-game recap video. But be sure to subscribe to the Big Fight Field channel for all of that content if you do not want to miss. And go ahead and check out the post-game recap video that I did last week against the Las Vegas Raiders. It will be up in the last 20 seconds of this video, so it'll pop up on the screen. All you have to do is click on it, and it'll take you right to the video. But of course, don't do that until you've watched the entirety of this preview. So when we look at the Dolphins and we look at the Patriots, the Dolphins only have 4 players questionable, while the Patriots have 10. Of course, for the Dolphins, Kendall Fuller is out with a concussion. He didn't practice at all this week. We are hoping that we can get Kendall Fuller back for the Packers game on Thursday night. But for the Dolphins, we have Teron Armstead, Alec Ingold, Patrick McMorris, and Isaiah Wynn questionable for this weekend's game. I'm pretty confident Armstead is going to play because he didn't practice at all last week, and he still played against the Raiders. And he and Kendall Lamb held Max Crosby in check. So that was a great performance by those two last week. I think the big one we need to worry about is Alec Ingold. Why do we need to worry about Alec Ingold? Because clearly the run game has taken a step back without Alec Ingold. It's not terrible, but it's not the way it was when we did have Alec Ingold help block for the run game. So I think we need Alec Ingold in the game on Sunday. And for all the narratives that are like, we need to save him for the Packers game, we are 4-6. We can't spare a game and be okay. If you're good enough to play, you need to play. There's no margin of error. The Dolphins put themselves in a hole where they are 4-6. So, if you are good enough to play, they need to fucking play on Sunday. And if Alec Ingold's good enough to play, he needs to play against the Patriots. Now you look at the Patriots injury report. You have Jacqueline Roy, who's out on Sunday with a neck injury. Then you have 10 players questionable. We have Christian Barmore, Kyle Duggar, Christian Gonzalez popped up on the injury report. He's questionable for Sunday. Anfree Jennings, Vidarian Lowe, Marte Mapu, Cole Strange, Salone Taki, Keon White, and Dedrick Wise. All of them are questionable for Sunday's game. I got a feeling most of them are going to be playing against the Miami Dolphins on Sunday night. So I'm not really too concerned about that. So but we are concerned about a couple things with the Patriots, and we are going to get to them with offensively, may I add. We are concerned about some things with the Patriots. Drake May is a way better quarterback than Jacoby Brissett is. Drake May is mobile. I'm not saying Drake May is Lamar Jackson, but if Drake May needs to extend plays, Drake May can extend plays. He is not a statue in the backfield like Jacoby Brissett, and he's just going to stand there, and if he can't get out, he's going to get sacked. That's why I think the Dolphins, I mean, they had a really good game plan for that Rams game on Monday night. But that's one of the reasons why I think they were able to get Matthew Stafford on the ground 4 times on that Monday night game. It's because Matthew Stafford is essentially a statue in the background. And if they're playing Aaron Rodgers, it's the reason why I think, it's one of the reasons why I think they will have success at sacking Aaron Rodgers when they eventually play the Jets. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. Let's talk about the Dolphins' defense against the Patriots' offense. For some stats, the Patriots are the 31st overall offense with 281 yards a game. Most of that is with Jacoby Brissett. So don't take that for granted. Dolphins have the 9th ranked defense overall, giving up 308 yards per game. The Patriots' passing offense is ranked 31st, 187.5 yards per game. The Dolphins' passing defense is ranked 8th, 210.5 yards allowed per game. And then the Patriots are at 21st in rushing offense with 115.5 yards per game. The Dolphins' defense, 10th. They just allow 109 yards a game on the ground. So, Drake May can sling it. Drake May's mobile. I mean, the problem with the Patriots is their offensive line is garbage. So they have the ability to break down very quickly, and Drake May is scrambling for his life, and he either throws an incompletion or he makes a bad decision and throws an interception. There's games where Drake May's gotten out of the pocket and he's made nice throws though, and that is the credit to him. But you look at the Patriots offensive line, they're playing with a lot of backups. Vidarian Lowe is a starter who's questionable. Cole Strange is the starting left guard. He might be back on Sunday, but right now they're playing with Mike Jordan. David Andrews is out for the season, so now they're playing with a backup center. They're playing with their starting right guard. Michael Onwenu was their starting right guard going into this season, and they were playing with a backup right tackle, DeMontre Jacobs. So they are playing with a lot of backups on the defensive line. And how I think the Dolphins are going to have the most success is they have to get to Drake May early and often in this game. You cannot go in there and perform like you did against Kyler Murray, because you had no pressure at all against Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray would be able to stand back there, have a cup of coffee, be done, and find Trey McBride or Marvin Harrison wide open. You can't allow Drake May to stand back there the whole time and find guys, because people say their weapons suck, but I guarantee you there's teams out there that have worse weapons than what the Patriots have. The Patriots don't have playmakers, but they have guys who are good enough to make plays. They have Hunter Henry. They have Pop Douglas, Demario Douglas. Kendrick Bourne is coming on nicely. They have Kayshon Boutte, who's come on very nicely this year. So Drake May, he has guys to throw to. And what I think the Dolphins need to do against these backup offensive linemen, they need to wreak havoc. And we need to see Chop, Calais Campbell, Zealer, Agba. We need to see those guys in the backfield a lot, getting home on Drake May, causing Drake May to go off script, because I do think Drake May has a lot of potential, But Drake May is a rookie quarterback. And Drake May, if you disrupt his rhythm and you get pressure to him early, Drake May is going to make mistakes because that's just what rookie quarterbacks do. So he's going to make mistakes. He's going to throw a terrible interception like he did against the Chicago Bears, like he did in overtime against the Tennessee Titans. He's going to make bad decisions. So we need to get home on Drake May. And what else we need to do is we need to have a better game plan against tight ends, because Trey McBride went off against the Dolphins. Trey McBride went off against the Dolphins in the Arizona game, and Brock Bowers went off last week for the Raiders. And Hunter Henry's more than capable of doing that. Hunter Henry can get open. He's had success against the Dolphins in the past couple seasons. So I don't know what game plan Weave is going to have for Hunter Henry, but it needs to be a good one, because we cannot watch another game where the Patriots are moving up and down the field when they're running the ball with Stevenson and they're throwing a ball to a wide open Hunter Henry, and it's not going to work like that. They did not play good. I mean, they only allowed 19 points in the box score, but they did not play that good of a game. And it was a part of bad coverage and bad game planning against Brock Bowers, and the tackling was putrid. And I'm talking about Jordan Poyer and Kato Kohu, who completely whiffed on tackles, and the Raiders were able to get easy touchdowns because of that. So they have to take that into accountability. They have to take that under consideration, that, they need to perform better on defense with tackling and covering tight ends, because it will be a long day for the Dolphins defense if that happens, and we can't afford that. Can't afford that at all. So it's not an impossible task, but this New England team, they're frisky. They're a little bit dangerous. And that reason is because of Drake May. You asked me the one thing that I'm worried about on this Patriots team, it's Drake May. If you told me that a couple weeks ago, I would have told you their defense. But the couple playmakers got hurt. They trade Uche away to Kansas City. Now it's like I'm more concerned about their offense than I am their defense. So this is not going to be an easy matchup for the Dolphins on Sunday. I hope I'm wrong in saying that, but Drake May could have himself a day against the Dolphins on Sunday afternoon. Now for the Dolphins offense versus the Patriots defense, we look at the Patriots defense. They're ranked 20th, giving up 345.5 yards per game. Their Dolphins are the 22nd ranked offense, having 319 yards per game. Patriots passing defense is ranked 17th, getting up 230 yards per game on the air. Dolphins passing offense is ranked 23rd, 216 passing yards a game. Patriots rushing defense ranked 20th, 128 yards allowed per game on the ground. And the Dolphins rushing offense, they're ranked 11th with 122 yards per game. So this is a very middle of the road defense, just like last week. the Raiders are a very middle of the road defense. So, and the last time we played them, it was a completely different Miami Dolphins offense. It was a huge difference between Tyler Huntley and Tua Tagovailoa. Now, what they did so well last game without Tua and with Tyler Huntley is they were able to run all over the New England Patriots. In that game, they ran the ball 41 times for 193 yards. And of course, unfortunately, that was the game Devon Achane went down with a concussion early. It's why you see him wearing the Guardian cap every week, because he was knocked out in that game. And in that game, you saw Raheem Mostert have 19 carries for 80 yards, and you saw Jalen Wright have 13 carries for 86 yards. And I think Tyreek Hill had a good game in that too. 6 catches for 29 yards. It's not exactly exciting, but Tyreek played good in that game with Tyler Huntley. But do we go back to that same well? I think you have to. Until they prove that they can stop the run against you guys, you have to go back to that same well that you did in Week 5. You have to run the football. And this time, hopefully, we will have Devon Achane around for the whole game. And he's able to get a lot of opportunities against a running defense like the Patriots. Their defensive line doesn't really concern me that much. Christian Barmore is back, and he is very good. What concerns me the most about the Patriots defense is their secondary. Christian Gonzalez is probably a top 10 corner in the NFL. Jonathan Jones has kind of fallen off, but Kyle Duggar's a playmaker. Their secondary is not terrible. It's not bad. It's not great. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's kind of what concerns me the most. I would go back to the same well that they did in Week 5, which is run. Do I think they're going to do that? Probably not. Probably not. Now with Tua back, they're probably going to be doing the same game plan with Belichick that they will with Gerard Mayo. I can imagine a 2 high safety, and maybe they do the same thing they did last week, which is just take what the other team gives you. And this season, it's been a lot of running. It's been a lot of 10-yard, 15-yard passes. It's been a lot of Jonnu Smith. We have yet to see a game where Tyreek has a Tyreek kind of game and Waddle has a Waddle kind of game. And I think last year, when they played Patriots at home, they both caught for 100. And I remember at the end of that game that Waddle was left wide open in the middle of that field to go up 31-17 over the New England Patriots. And, you know, I feel like, not on here, but I feel like I'm saying this every week to myself. I'm like, this is going to be the game that Jalen Waddle gets 100. And, again, I'm feeling that again. I'm feeling it again, where Jalen Waddle gets 100 against the Patriots this week. I hope this is the week, because I've been thinking about that a lot. And it's like he signed that big contract in the offseason, 3 years, $28.5 million, and he has had a down year for his standards. And I know part of that is Tua being out 4 games, 5 weeks, and his productions kind of fell off. Only 404 yards, 1 touchdown on the season. So, hope we see both those guys, Tyreek and Waddle go off this weekend, but I think you would prefer going back to the same well with the running game and asking the Patriots, hey, we're going to run the ball on you until you prove to us that you can stop it. Because last time we played, you couldn't stop the run in the fourth quarter if your life depended on it. So, I'm excited. Sunday, 1 o'clock, CBS, Adam Archuleta and Spiro Ditas on the call. They called last year's Week 8 game. They're going to be calling this year's game as well. So, this is a big one. This is one that they need. Absolutely. It's a division rival at home against a frisky team. They were terrible. The Patriots were a terrible football team the first time we played them. But so were the Dolphins. And now they're both better. The Dolphins are trying to make a run for the playoffs. Again, I'm not saying they're a playoff team or anything until they prove to me they can go win a big game on the road. And, yes, I know they beat the Rams, but the big three, Green Bay, Houston, San Francisco, those are the games you got to watch out for. But I'm excited. It's the Patriots. We fucking hate them. Let's go win this game on Sunday. I'm getting out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow night for the AEW Full Gear review here on the Big Fight Field channel. I'm very excited. Can't wait for the pay-per-view. They're always a gem, AEW pay-per-views. And I got no problem staying up late to talk about it. So, we'll catch you tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below if you're a Dolphins or Patriots fan. Hit the like button. Follow me on Twitter. Colin_Joseph. Haven't really been live tweeting during the Dolphins games a lot. I feel like it's good luck. So, probably going to do the same thing on Sunday. And, yeah, I will see you tomorrow night for AEW Full Gear here on the Big Fight Fuel channel. Peace. Go Dolphins.